Okay, hello and welcome to the 8th episode of the Quiz Show. This is a series where I quiz with 3 people on stage. If you've been following this series, Gaurav has been winning the last few episodes and he will face 2 new challenges. We'll start with a quick intro, then Gaurav though has been here before, so we'll just start with Lucky. Lucky, the quick intro, like what you do, you said something, anything.
Hi, my name is Lucky. Just moved here to Mumbai a month back and just started my job. Finished my MBA 4 months back. Had a small break and now I'm here.
Nice. Okay, so Lucky is here and Anshula, quick intro.
Hi, I'm Anshala. I moved to Mumbai this year for my master's at TIS. I'm from Delhi, so I'm doing a master's in health policy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Lucky, Anshula, and of course Gaurav. We'll have fun, huh? No stress. We'll start. Okay. The order for the first half will be Gaurav, Lucky, Anshula. The second half, the order will be Anshula, Lucky, Gaurav. First question to Gaurav. Gaurav, this is a similar question that we saw in the last episode where there was a bunch of words and we had to find a connect. So tell me, what do you think connects this non-exhaustive list? There might be many other words here, but these are some of the most famous examples of what connects these. So there is shaft, there is nonplussed, bolt, dust, overlook, rent, screen, lease, egregious. Okay, what do you think connects these?
Are
Yes.
these words coined by Shakespeare?
No. No. Going to. No, I smiled because ये quizzing में this used to be a college quiz hack कि word का connect नहीं समझ आ रहा है तो शेक्सपियर वाला तो मार ही दो. Mostly वो हो ही जाता है. Okay, going to Lucky.
I'll say probably these are words you need both sides of the keyboard to type. You can't just type them from one side of the
Oh,
keyboard.
like that. No, not that funda. Going to Anshula.
I'll pass because the only thing coming to my head is Shashi Tharoor, and that's not
Non-plus
not
shaft.
what I want to go for. So
No.
pass.
Okay, we'll take another round starting with Gaurav. Essentially, the direction I want you guys to take is think of meanings. Okay, and think something very unique that these words have. Okay, in terms of their meaning. So don't go idhar udhar in terms of the etymology or anything else. Think of meanings. And should I add more clue here or do you? So think of meanings and think of more than one meaning. And then there is something very unique about this list.
No, I don't know. They're just verbs and nouns.
No, that's not that unique, right? We'll go to Lucky.
I'll take a guess based on the word screen. See, these are words you can say the opposite meaning. Like screen also means to show like in a movie, but screen can also mean to block something. So
Perfect.
opposite
That's all I was looking for. 6 points there to Lucky. These words are known as contronyms. Okay. Essentially, all of these words can be used in two senses which are exact opposite of each other. Like Lucky said, screen can mean showing screen and can also mean hiding. Like we screen this part or all of this. Dust means to clean also and dust means to put also. Like it's very bolt means to tie you also. Bolt means to run also. So it's like opposite meanings. Words that have two exactly opposite meaning. Dust the strawberry, dust the table. Okay, great start. Lucky gets 6 for this, which means the next direct will be to Anshula. Anshula, Bluey is an Australian animated preschool television series that premiered on ABC Kids on 1st October 2018. The show follows Bluey, an I can never say this word, an anthropomorphic 6-year-old Bluey healer puppy who is characterized by her abundance of energy, imagination, and curiosity about the world. After the series was aired, many users pointed out a very unique style of color palette that the show adopted. It seems to be a coincidence, but something that the show's team has actually taken into account and ensured the color palette was followed. What is so special about the show? What is so special about the color palette used in this show called Bluey?
Is it keeping in mind what a dog's vision would be like?
Yes, perfect. That's all I was looking for. What a great crack. 10 point there to Anshula. The show used color palette consisting of dog vision colors that are easily viewable by dogs. Okay, that's a dog binge watching Bluey. Okay, 10 points. कल दिखा वो क्या cliffhanger है यार वो. Okay, Anshula gets 10 for this, which means the next direct will be to Gaurav. Gaurav, the Pont des Arts or Pont des Arts Bridge in Paris, France, has been a popular destination for lovers for years. A peculiar practice for lovers to do at this romantic place was discontinued recently as the sheer weight of the thousands of dashes threatened the structural stability of the bridge. What practice are we talking about?
You'd put a tiny lock in the bridge.
Yes, that's correct. Hat trick. Nicely done. It is attaching locks to the bridge and throwing the keys in the river. Okay, 10 points there to Gaurav. And we come back to Lucky for the next direct. Lucky, author Gary K. Wolfe created X for a novel in 1981. Wolfe was watching Saturday morning cartoons as research for new book ideas when he noticed serial commercial mascots such as Tony the Tiger and the Trix Rabbit. Wolfe found it amusing that these commercials had real children interacting with cartoon characters casually, and he decided to explore the concept in book form, eventually combining pulp fiction and true crime elements and creating the character of X in the process. Disney has made several movies featuring X. He is animated, anthropomorphic, and portrayed as frantic, over-anxious, and accident-prone. X played a significant role in the 1988 NBC special Mickey's 60th Birthday and has made a cameo appearance in Aladdin and the King of Thieves in 1996, among others. Just tell me the character we are talking about here.
I'm not sure. I'll take a guess and say Wile E. Coyote.
Not Wile E. Coyote. Wile E. Coyote was created before 1981. Yeah. Going to Anshula.
Not sure. Goofy?
Not Goofy. Going to Gaurav.
Just on the book form, is it Roger Rabbit?
Yes, of course. What a great crack. Beautiful answer. Roger Rabbit. Okay, we are talking about Roger Rabbit. 12 points there to Gaurav. We are talking about Roger Rabbit. Okay, which means we come back to Lucky for the next direct. Lucky, Nigel is a Malaysian stand-up comedian and internet celebrity based in England, better known by his online persona X. X is portrayed as a middle-aged, stereotypical Asian man reviewing Asian recipes online with a Cantonese accent. X stated in an interview that he had been doing comedy for 10 years along with his day job and planned to quit his job in September 2019 to do
Pass.
Okay, passing to Anshula.
Pass.
Okay, passing to Gaurav.
Uncle Roger.
Uncle Roger it is. Beautiful crack once again by Gaurav. This is...
I've gotten 2 Asian meme questions back.
Yeah, man, wow. This is Uncle Roger, who has a TV show now, the Uncle Roger show, which is in season 2 now, I think. Okay. Okay, Uncle Roger is correct, which means we come back to Lucky. Lucky is a brand question. In 1906, at the age of 33, an Englishman named William Riley established a company known as X in Boston. Initially, X specialized in producing arch supports aimed at enhancing shoe comfort. Now, what set his products apart was the innovative idea of incorporating 3 support points within the insole, inspired by the inherent stability found in a chicken's 3-toed foot. Riley even kept chicken feet on his desk to visually illustrate this concept to potential customers. The name X, or the brand name X, was derived from his observations of chickens freely roaming in the yard. Tell me, what brand are we talking about? Okay, so timeline, geography, and the way the brand name came out. These 3 things are given.
I'll just take a guess. I'll say Converse.
Not Converse. Going to Anshula.
Pass.
Okay, going to Gaurav.
No clue. Is it Doc Martens?
Not Doc Martens. Okay. We'll take another round starting with Lucky. So, okay, think of like sports, think sneakers, think sports shoes, and obviously eliminate all the traditional European brands. So, some of those brands are eliminated. Now, let's come to America. Now, the big clue here is the name comes from the way he thinks chickens do something. Okay, he was just very curious as to how they are able to walk and run with just three-toed foot. Okay, from that he thought of a word, or like the word that you will associate with. It's a two-word brand name. So think of two-word sneaker brand from America, wherein the inspiration came from how the chickens were able to do something. Is that good enough, or should I add more clue?
Maybe add.
You want to block?
No, I don't.
Add more hint? Okay, add more hint. There is one crazy hint I have, but I'll show it later.
Or don't give.
Huh? Okay, sure.
No, I think up to you.
No. Well, if three of you want, we can give. So let's revise once, okay? Two-word brand name of shoes, okay? Sneaker, two-word brand name, American. And the name comes from how the chicken were able to do something while walking, running, standing, or what humans also do, but for chicken it's very curious. He was very curious. Okay? So the name doesn't come from like a goddess or other things. It comes from very basic thing in life. We'll take one round with that. Just think of like two-word.
Pass.
Okay. Passing to Anshula.
All I can think of is flip flop, but no.
Not flip-flop. Going to Gaurav.
Still like tiptoe.
No. Can't believe. The biggest hint I was carrying was I'm a huge. So I was like, I have a hint, but I can't. I'm a huge fan of New Balance. Probably because they were Liverpool kids sponsor a few years back. But this is New Balance. Can't believe New Balance went unanswered. New Balance is a Boston brand. Fantastic shoes. I don't know why I'm promoting New Balance for no reason, but they make great. I'm a huge New Balance loyalist myself. Okay, so this was Lucky's Direct, which means the next question will also be Lucky's Direct. X is a Tamil movie released in May about an IT employee who has a unique disorder. The protagonist of the movie suffers from a condition, the technical term for which is obstructive apnea, that is super common but starts wrecking all aspects of his life. Just guess the name of the movie, which is very similar to an iconic Indian brand. The dash is removed because that's very close to the answer. Lucky.
Wait, so if I get the blank, I'll be there at the answer, is it? Or not necessarily?
No, it's related to.
No, I'm saying if I get the technical term, will I be there at the answer? Or not necessarily?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
But the name of the movie is similar to that blank. Like something to do with that blank. That's why we have removed the blank.
No, I'll pass.
Okay. Passing to Anshula.
Pass.
Passing to Gaurav.
It's not iconic, but Sleep Company.
Oh, no. Okay, you're on good track because I know just like I think all of you know the blank. Okay, we'll start again with Lucky. So the blank, of course, is sleep. So he has a sleeping disorder. Now think of a brand that you associate with sleep. It's something that you use while you are sleeping. That's one hint. Very iconic Indian brand. And from that brand, if you remove a K, then you get a phrase that you very commonly say to each other. Okay, is that enough? Okay. So now you can give me anything, brand, name of the movie. If you remove...
okay, good night.
Okay, good night, brother. Okay, bye. Oh, man. If you knew the answer, तो कितना painful हुआ होगा ना, the whole this thing. But if you don't know, you're just like, क्या हो सकता है? Okay, of course, we're talking about Good Night, wonderful movie, and of course, a great brand. Good Night. Okay, so Lucky gets 5 for this. Okay, Anshula, you're direct. On January the 1st, 1906, during the British colonial period, X was introduced, replacing the previous Madras Dash, also known as Railway Dash. Following India's independence in 1947, the Indian government established X as the official dash of the country. However, Kolkata and Mumbai continue to use their own local dash systems known as Calcutta Dash and Bombay Dash until 1948 and 1955 respectively. Now, to ensure the close alignment of X, the central dash, so this dash is different from all the other dashes. Okay? The central dash was relocated from Chennai to Shankargarh Fort in the Allahabad district, then known as Allahabad. The move the move aimed to maintain as precise a correlation as possible with the international dash standard. What are we talking about? What is this whole story about?
Is it Indian Standard Time?
It is Indian Standard Time. Yes, 10 points there to Anshula. It is. We are talking about IST, okay? Before IST was introduced by the British in 1906, we used to have Madras time, which was also known as the railway time. And then we had Madras time was for a few years, then it was removed. Then you had Calcutta time, Bombay time. And then now we have Indian Standard Time, okay? Indian Standard Time, and this is, of course, 82.5 where, okay? Now we come, because Anshula got this one, the next direct will be to Gaurav. Gaurav, Silvio Lacchetti, a professor of humanities at Lacchetti at Stevens Institute of Technology, and Scott Molsky in their essay titled The Lost Art of Writing are critical of the terms, predicting reduced chances of employment for students who use such slang, stating that unfortunately for these students, their bosses will not be dash when they read a report that lacks proper punctuation and grammar and has numerous misspellings, various made-up words and silly acronyms. In the 1980s, Wayne Pearson was reportedly the first person to have used it while responding to a friend's joke in a pre-internet digital chat room called Viewline. What was this the origin of?
The blank is the same as the origin?
Not necessarily, but
Okay.
the blank is a giveaway.
Yeah, LOL?
LOL, yes, that's all we were looking for. It is LOL, okay? 10 points there to Gaurav, it is LOL, okay? He is apparently the first person who used this, and this is that chat where when Staja sent him the link, he says, LOL, it croaks if there is a leak somewhere. Okay. Okay, that brings us to the end of the first half. Quick look at the score. Gaurav with 10 on attaching locks to the bridge, 12 for Roger Rabbit, and 12 for Uncle Roger. You saw how Roger Rabbit, Uncle Roger, and then 10 for LOL is on 44 points. Okay. 44. Lucky with 6 for 6 for contronyms funda, 2 opposite meanings, and 5 for good night is right now on 11 points. And Anshula with 10 each for IST and dog color palette is on 20 points. Okay, so 44, 11, 20 and full half of the quiz remains. The order will now change. It will be Anshula, Lucky, Gaurav. Okay, ready? Cool. Let's begin. The first direct for the second half will be to Anshula. Anshula, this is an exhaustive list. Tell me what connects these names. Noel Neal, 1948 to 58. Phyllis Coetis, 1952. Margot Kidder, 1978 to 1987. Terry Hatcher, 1993 to 1997. Kate Bosworth, 2006. Erica Durance, 2004 to 11. Amy Adams, 2013 to 17. Elizabeth Tulloch, 2021. And in future, Rachel Brosnahan in 2025. What connects this list?
No, I'm just saying that there are several gaps in the years. They're all relevant, is it? Okay.
Yeah. Years are relevant.
Is the ordering also important?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the order is in the chronological order. So,
Kate.
any other clarification? Is the font important, Gaurav?
No, Kate
The
Bosworth's
colour.
in the middle when Erica Durance is in 2004 onwards.
Because
But
Erica
Kate
Durance happened first and then I saw. But, yeah. Okay.
They've all portrayed someone on screen.
Okay.
But I don't have anything beyond that.
Okay, we'll go to Lucky.
Pass.
Okay, we'll go to Gaurav.
I don't know, they're brand ambassadors or like face of a particular brand. Maybe like Chanel. I don't know.
No. Okay, so Anshula was on very good track that they have all portrayed someone on screen. I'll just add something to that. So think fictional character. They've all portrayed a certain fictional character. If you guys want, I can add a little bit more hint to fiction. If all three, should I? So a certain comic book character they've all portrayed on screen. Okay, so fictional comic book character has been portrayed on screen by all of them, and I think Amy Adams is a big clue purely because of recency effect and our times, so to speak. Okay, with that we'll take one more round.
Pass.
Okay, passing to Lucky.
I'll just take. I'm not into comics, but never mind. Mary Jane.
No, not Mary Jane. Good guess. Going to Gaurav.
I mean, I feel like every answer you'd think of is portrayed by someone else as well. Batgirl?
Not Batgirl. Batgirl to is. Okay, man. It is of course Lois Lane. Actresses who have played Lois Lane in live action. Lois Lane from Superman. Okay, so Mary Jane was a good guess, but not Spider-Man, but Superman. Okay, Lois Lane. Daily Planet. Okay. So nobody got this one, which means we'll come back to Anshula for the next question. Anshula, the legislation which was passed in June 2018 by the Hungarian parliament outlawed helping illegal immigrants claim asylum and apply for residence inside the country, with punishments of up to 1 year in prison for anyone charged with the offence. After whom do you think this law is named, who for some reason has been in Indian news of late in the last few months because of his attacks on India in some sense? Okay,
And it's a person only.
it's a person, yeah, real person, unlike Lois Lane.
Pass.
Okay, passing to Lucky,
Pass.
passing to Gaurav.
Zelensky?
Not Zelensky. Okay, we'll start again with Anshula. So the big hint here is Hungarian parliament. So this guy was born in Hungary. Okay, he's born in Budapest, I think, but like he's an Hungarian by birth. But this is a thing where even this country hates him so much that they have named their immigration law after him only. It's like Stop Dash Law. That's the law. The law is called Stop Dash Law. Dash is a very popular person, lives in New York now, many years. But he keeps coming in news, and like somehow in India he's in news of late. Is that okay? By any okay, cool. So, but Hungarian by birth, but famous all over the world.
And he's been quite in news in India.
Now we don't know यार how to divide the degree
ठीक है,
of
ठीक है, ठीक है. My
but
bad, my
somehow like देखो वर्ल्ड ओवर तो हमेशा ही फेमस था. फॉर सम रीजन इंडियन न्यूज़ में भी आने लग गया लास्ट कुछ 1-2 सालों में. Anshula, any guesses? Okay, passing to Lucky.
I'll say George Soros.
It is Stop Soros law. Yes, it is George Soros. This law is called Stop Soros. George Soros, the man who broke Bank of England. 6 to Lucky here, and George Soros is by birth he's Hungarian, and abhi India mein Soros is against India and all that. Okay, Lucky gets 6, which means the next direct will be to Gaurav. Gaurav, X is a 1950s rock and roll song written by Bobby Charles. The song refers to what the singer's girlfriend says to him when she leaves him for another man. But when the girlfriend changes her mind and wants to return to the singer, it is also what he says to her. The last word in the slang is an all-encompassing term and relieves the party of having to recite several names. What slang, what phrase are we talking about?
The song's name is the slang also, है ना?
Yeah, the song name is the phrase. We'll take a round. We'll see if nobody comes close and all. We'll see.
See you later, alligator?
Yes! 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 It is see you later, alligator. Okay, it's very like I'm leaving see you later, alligator. And when she comes back, he's also like see you later, alligator. And alligator is anyone. Okay, so nice. Good crack by Gaurav. 10 points there. See you later, alligator. Okay, which means the next direct will be to Anshula. The Dean Kamen introduced this invention which generated significant excitement prior to its 2001 release. Steve Jobs even likened it to the significance of the PC, that level innovation. Regrettably, the device, aptly named for its promise of a seamless transition, fell short of expectation and now is primarily employed by mall security. Nevertheless, it's not uncommon to spot Steve Wozniak spotting this gadget at various public gatherings. Can you just tell me what innovation, what device are we talking about?
Is it a wireless mic?
Not a wireless mic. Going to Lucky.
Pass.
Okay, passing to Gaurav.
It's a segue.
Yes, a seamless transition is a segue. Okay, that was the big clue here. Segway was launched, TC, and was called Segway. Nice wordplay from Segway. And that's Steve Wozniak. You'll spot him on a Segway a lot of times. Okay, 12 points there to Gaurav. It is a Segway, which means we come back to Anshula and we come back closer home now. This is a touristy place that we are talking about. It is believed that a Pandyan king was instructed by Lord Brahma to build a temple at this very place to redeem him of his sins. Several other myths abound on the birth of this particular place. Another legend states that when a group of pilgrims approached sage Narad and told him that they had sinned, Narad threw his Valkalam, which is a loincloth made from the bark of a tree, and it landed at this scenic village, and hence the place came to be known as its modern name. Narad told the pilgrims to pray for their redemption at Papanasam, which literally means redemption from sins, and this place still has a beach called Papanasam Beach. Okay, which touristy place is this? Also known for the 2000-year-old Janardhan Swami temple, which is an important Vaishnavite shrine.
I don't have a guess. Pondicherry.
Not Pondicherry. Going to Lucky.
Pass.
Okay, going to Gaurav.
I was trying to think of Punyan Selva mein Pandya Kingdom kahan tha,
Hmm.
but I have no clue. So I'll just say the name of a famous beach. It's Varkala.
Yes! Beautiful crack. From Valkalam. Varkala.
Exactly.
Varkala has a Papanasam beach near close to Thiruvananthapuram. Varkala. Beautiful answer. Okay, 12 points there again to Gaurav. It is Varkala beach. Which means we come back to Anshula with an 80 question. The term originates from Old Dash, which is the moniker bestowed upon Admiral Vernon, who served as a commander-in-chief of the West Indies. During that era, British sailors received a daily ration of rum. In 1740, following his triumph at Portobello, Vernon mandated that the rum be diluted with water. So this mixture of rum, water and citrus juice was subsequently embraced by the US Navy as a means to improve the taste of stagnant water and combat scurvy. But what is this word that comes from this story, which now in today's English means any individual who appears disoriented, feeble or unstable?
Demented.
Not demented. Going to Lucky.
Pass.
Passing to Gaurav.
The old drunk.
Not drunk. But good track in some sense, and I'll explain why. We'll start with Anshula again, make it a 5-point question. So essentially think of someone who is dazed or like, for example, you had a fever yesterday, or you drank a lot yesterday, or you slept a lot. So, or somebody punched you in the face or something. All these things, there's one adjective that you can use or adverb when you say feeling, I'm feeling dash. Okay. Okay.
Pass.
Anshul? Pass. Passing to Lucky.
I'll say dizzy.
Dizzy. Good guess. Not dizzy. Going to Gaurav.
Woozy.
Not woozy. Okay. You're all somewhere there, but not the right answer. Groggy. Yes. Feeling a little groggy. He's feeling groggy after a long sleep or after his pills. Old grog. Okay. Groggy. Okay. Which means we come back again for the next direct to Anshula. Fair enough. Just identify the funda for this. This is a non-exhaustive list. Okay, let's go through this list. Damn Scots, they ruined Scotland. Everyone is stupid except me. Pitchfork mob. Old man yells at cloud. Not today, old friend. The worst day of your life so far. Am I disabled? Am I so out of touch? I am in danger. What do you think connects these? And this is a non-exhaustive list. There are other things as well in the list. Just put funda.
They are all separately, they're the separate elements, right?
Yeah. Separate elements, but within the same umbrella of some.
Are they all video titles by a certain YouTuber?
No. Going to Lucky.
Are they all mnemonics?
No. Going to Gaurav.
I think just from because I keep seeing worst day of your life so far. These are all Simpsons memes.
Yes. Man, your meme game is really strong, Gaurav. Man, these are all the memes from, like, originating from The Simpsons, okay? Old man yells at cloud is that one, and damn Scots, they ruined Scotland, okay? 12 points there to Gaurav. Okay, which means we come back to Anshula for the next year. Anshula launched for the first time in 1969. The adorable, wholesome logo has not gone through much change in all of its more than 50 years. It still sports the cute red-haired girl with two little pigtails with an adorable smile on her face. The font style is very much reminiscent of the old Western movies. The vibe of the logo has always been wholesome and family-friendly. Perhaps that's because the little girl on the logo was based on a real girl, the daughter of the founder. It was founded by an old employee of KFC. As a former employee of such a successful restaurant chain, he knew a thing or two about the importance of persona in branding. Therefore, he asked his daughter to pose for a photograph that could be used as the basis for logo. Tell me, which brand are we talking about?
Wendy's.
Wendy's, yes. Thank you for the patience. 10 points there. Wendy's, like, jaldi khatam kar padna. Panvel jana hai. One day we'll have questions like memes originating from Golmaal series, Welcome, and all that.
So this is a Wendy's. That's also. That's also.
Correct. Gaurav got. Oh no, this was Anshula's direct, and Anshula got it. So 10 points there to Anshula, which means now we come to Lucky. Come back closer home. The X Express is the most popular news agency of Manipur. The X Express is the largest circulated daily in Manipur. X's original natural habitat is the floating marshy grasslands of the Kebul Lamjao National Park, located in the southern parts of the Loktak Lake, which is the largest freshwater lake in eastern India. X also happens to be the state animal of Manipur. Just tell me, what is X?
Sure. Pheasant. Not a pheasant.
क्या होता है ये? Sorry, मुझे genuinely नहीं पता. Which?
As in one of the state animals, I think is called Mrs. Hume's pheasant. That's PHEAC. Therefore, I'm not sure if it's that.
What kind of animal? Oh,
Like a kind of a chicken.
Okay. No. Going to Gaurav.
Is it the hornbill?
Not the hornbill. Going to Anshula.
A heron.
What kind of animal is here? Sorry, like
Again, it's like a bird.
the bird heron, like HERON.
Yeah.
Heron. Okay. I'm not dumb, guys. There are reason I'm clarifying. You will know when the answer comes out. Okay, cool. No, we'll take another round. Starting with Lucky. So don't think of birds, okay? Think of four feet normal animals who can't fly, basically. Okay. So don't think of Superman also from Louis Lane. No. So Lucky, we'll start with you. So think of like normal. Now I don't want you to be very specific. If you just tell me no need to be Royal Bengal tiger. Even if you just say tiger, I'll accept it. Think of should I add more hint?
Yeah.
Think of a herbivore, very common herbivore, seen in most forests and like very, very mainstream, very populous, like aisa. And I'm just okay with the generic animal also, not the specific type of dash.
Macaques.
Oh no, not macaque. Normal तो बोलेगा ही नहीं, तो कुछ बोल रहा है. Pheasant, macaque. Going to Gaurav.
The deer?
Yes. Oh. It is the Shanghai deer. Okay. It's the Shanghai deer. So, okay. Now you know why hiran पे मैं double कर रहा था. ऐसा नहीं है भाई. मुझे लगा she said hiran, so I was like, is it heron? Because मैं वहीं पे point दे के close कर देता. It's like, okay. So 6 points there to Gaurav. Okay, that brings us to the end of this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful match. Okay, we'll take a quick look at the score. Anshula had 20 in the first half. In the second half, Anshula got Wendy's and Anshula ends on 30. Well played. Lucky had 11 in the first half. Lucky got George Soros Funda in the second half, 6 points. Lucky ends on 17. And Gaurav had 44 in the first half. In the second half, he got See You Later, Alligator. Then he got Segway. Then he got Varkala Beach. Then he got Memes from The Simpsons. And then he got the Deer Funda, Manipur State Animal. And narrowly misses 100. Gaurav ends on 96. That brings us to the end of the 8th episode of the quiz show. Thank you, first of all, to Lucky, and thank you to Anshula. Hope to see you soon. You were both great, just that Gaurav was slightly better. And I always say this, and that a quiz is a lot about the order, the set, the fields, and what came to you. As in, I'm sure when the IST question came, the other two were so frustrated, and when when other questions like attacking locks to the bridge, wo Lucky मार जाते रहे shit देखो कैसे आ गया ये इतना easy. But no, that happens. And
It's amazing how you forget basic English words when you're like,
yeah, it's
groggy.
यहाँ पे आओ तो वही है, वहाँ पे आओ तो you are like groggy, woozy बोल रहा है साला, मेरे को बुलाते तो मैं बताता. Okay, we have this small ritual in case you've been following the quiz show, is that the winner gets, because people keep asking winner को मिलता क्या, so I've started this thing where I'm giving away all my favorite books to the winners of the quiz show. The next book was a gift from my sister. So I want to apologize to Preeti if she's watching it. कि मेरा gift किसी और को क्यों दे? But I'm sure she would appreciate the cause of spreading. So this is a book which is the memoir of Nasiruddin Shah called And Then One Day. It's a wonderful book. Nasiruddin Shah is a great actor.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was actually going to say, I've won a couple books right now. Maybe you could give it to...
मत कर ऐसा. ये वो वाला मत कर किया. अक्षय कुमार को भी अवार्ड नहीं मिलता गाइस, इसको देते हैं. No, it's they will also not take. उसी बुक से मुंह पे मारेगा तेरे को लकी. Okay, तू दे देना अलग से. If you can gift it to other people. Let's make this. Okay, And Then One Day. It's also the title of my favorite song of all time, Time by Pink Floyd. And yeah, so this is for you. Gaurav. Thank you. Okay. And thank you so much for all the love shown on YouTube. And thank you to you guys for being part of this. We'll see you soon. Thank you.